The story begins in Los Angeles. In the year 2030, a man was running wild. He was terrified. The entire city was after him, determined to kill him. Even private car drivers had come out to kill him. With great difficulty, he reaches a poor woman's house. The woman asks, "What are you doing here?" The man pulls out a knife and says, "If you utter a single word, I'll gouge your eyes out and beat you to death. Just be quiet." A little while later, as soon as the woman gets a chance, she takes out a nail gun and stabs him, kicking him twice just to check if he's really dead. Suddenly, some people come in with weapons. When they see the man dead, they are saddened that the woman killed him first. Then the woman picks up a dead man's card and tells her son, "Finally, we're going to be rich." She breaks the card, and within minutes, the police arrive. A reality show crew is present, and it's announced that the woman has won $2 million. It's revealed that it's a game where millions of people participate. Every day, a random man is chosen to win money. If someone kills him before sunset, the prize goes to the killer. If no one kills him, the prize remains with him. The condition is that no one can use a firearm, such as a pistol or rifle. That same day, we see a girl named Katie, a failed actress who has come to Los Angeles to audition. The woman sitting next to her says, "You look so innocent. Take care of yourself, son. People here are thieves." Katie says, "Thank you for the advice. You're a very nice lady." The woman takes her hand and says, "Don't say that. You're like my daughter. Come on, I'll get down here now. Goodbye." A little while later, when Katie looks at her wrist, she is shocked to find that the woman stole her watch. She says, "That woman is a thief." She arrives at the room she booked online. She is shocked to see the room, which turns out to be completely different from the one she saw on her mobile phone. The room owner says, "We used different photos to trick the customer." As soon as Katie sits on the bed, it falls down. But she was helpless because the rent for this room was cheap. Later, Ella's fiancé arrives and tells her, "See, tomorrow's event? The lottery prize tomorrow will be $600 million. Hearing this, Katie is surprised, wondering what kind of competition this is. She then says, "Don't bother me. Give me the key to the room. I want to sleep." They give the key, and Katie goes to sleep. The next morning, Katie wakes up to water dripping down her face. When she looks at the ceiling, she realizes it's the upstairs neighbor's bathroom, and the clothes she was supposed to audition in are ruined. She calls Ella. "What nonsense is this? When I wake up, people are urinating on me. My clothes are ruined." Ella says, "Don't worry, wear my clothes. They're in the closet." Katie does exactly that and leaves for the audition. Now, only half an hour is left for the audition. As she enters the audition area, she sees other girls there. She goes in and performs the scene. The director looks at her and says, "You're awesome, but I don't want to see your face here again." Suddenly, Katie's card activates. She takes it out and unknowingly registers in the game. She has no idea what the card is for or why it scanned her face. She then storms out angrily, having failed the audition. As she leaves, the girls sitting nearby realize she's the target, and then the first girl picks up a chair and throws it directly at her friend's head. The second girl spots a shoe and immediately picks it up and throws it at her. Katie screams and runs away. But the real problem arises when she sneaks into a karate training hall to hide. Naturally, all the karate boys pounce on her, and she's left alone, facing the beating. The captain declares, "Only I will kill her." Then he picks her up, spins her around, and slams her against the wall, causing her to fall into the girls' gym. As soon as everyone realizes she's the winner, they all rush at her. The karate guys arrive too, and they fight over who will beat her. Finally, the coach grabs her by the neck and declares, "Only I will kill her." Just as he's about to attack, Noel suddenly appears and punches the coach in the shoulder, sending him crashing into the wall. He then tells the girl, "Don't be afraid. I'm your bodyguard, and if you give me 10% of your prize, I'll save you." She said, "Okay, brother. I'll even give you the full reward. Just save me." Noel ties her to his waist with a belt to protect her. Then he kills all the enemies. Then a frail boy comes. Noel tells him, "Look, if I kill you, I'll feel sorry for you. I'll count to 3. If you don't, you're gone." The boy immediately says, "Sir, I salute you," and runs away. Then they both leave the building and discover that a drone is tracking him every 15 minutes so that other players can get his location. They find a car and escape with it. The The girl asks Noel, "What kind of game is this where people are after me? I have to get out of this game. Find a solution." Noel says, "There's only one solution. You have to escape from the people of the city. If you leave, I'll lose my 10% too." But then he suspects that Noel might kill him and take the reward himself. The whole city is after them. They both put on safety helmets. Then suddenly, a girl enters the car. She pulls out a knife and tries to stab him. Noel says, "You drive. I'll watch this." He then grabs the girl's head hard. Noel kicks her hard, throwing her out of the car. But the car breaks down further, and the girl gets out and starts running. Noel catches her. She says, "Tell me the truth. You want to kill me and get a reward, right?" Noel says, "Absolutely not. I just want to save you." Just then, the police arrive. The girl immediately tells Noel, "I have something to say before I get caught." She then goes to the police to report it. But then she realizes that the police have actually come to kill her. Noel quickly comes to her rescue, and she escapes, eluding the police. She hides her face with a magazine. Then, as soon as she sees the card, she discovers that the drone has shared her location, and everyone nearby realizes that this is the player. Everyone draws their guns, and the search begins. She hides in a wax museum, and luckily, no one sees her there. A while later, Ela calls her and asks where she is. She says, "I know I was late delivering the clothes. I was helpless." Ela says, "It's okay, dear. Just tell me your location." She says, "I'm in the museum right now. Just don't tell anyone." Less than a minute later, Ella and Daisy arrive. Ella tries to hit her. The girl hits her with a stick to protect herself. She escapes from them and then closes the museum door behind them. People have seen her. They immediately get off the bus to kill him. But Noel arrives and takes him away. Katie says, "Don't be angry with me." "I thought you were going to kill me," Noel says. "Now is not the time to be angry. The drone will give the location again in 3 minutes. Everyone will come down." Katie says, "We need a bomb-proof shelter where we can hide." Noel says, "I found it." They go to a man named Jack, who has a secret shelter in his house. But Jack thinks they're thieves and have come to rob the house. Noel explains, "Do thieves come in through the door?" Just then, a bus full of people pulls up behind them. Running out of time, they threaten Jack and enter. They ask for the shelter's password. As soon as they enter, the men attack the house. So, Katie shoots Jack with an arrow to knock him unconscious and prevent him from revealing the password. Noel and Katie begin talking. Katie recounts her failed acting career and says she has no future. She then asks Noel, "Why are you helping us?" Noel replies, "The most important thing to me is saving people's lives. Money means nothing to me." Meanwhile, Ella and DG arrive. Ella picks Jack up and begins hitting him to bring him back to consciousness. Then, she picks him up and throws him into the swimming pool. He regains consciousness, and Ela takes the password from him. Noel and Katie are terrified inside. Noel calls a friend and tells him to hack all these people's phones and blow them up. The friend actually hacks the phones and causes them to explode. Everyone is injured. Seizing this opportunity, Noel and Katie escape. But Noel sees a man on fire. He pours water on him and tries to extinguish the flames with his leg. The man says, "Brother, take it easy. You broke my leg." As they emerge, they encounter an armored vehicle and train guards. The guards say, "Katie, come with us, or we'll take your body away." Katie says, "Okay, but my bodyguard will come with you." The guards go there, and they all get into the vehicle. Katie is confused as to where they're going. The vehicle takes them to an agency headquarters, where they meet Lewis, the agency's leader. Lewis says, "I'm surprised how you're still alive. Usually, people die within 15 minutes, but you're safe. Your safety here is my responsibility. But I want 30% of the reward." Katie agrees. Then they all go to the clinic for a medical checkup to treat their wounds. During this, Katie tells Katie her story. She says, "My father abandoned me. My mother is sick. Since then, I've been doing any work I can to save money for her treatment. I came here only to audition, but I failed that too." Noel says, "I was once a soldier, and Louis, who is out now, was on my team. I once refused a mission, which resulted in the death of the entire team. Only Louis survived, and ever since then, he's hated me." Just then, a girl comes and tells Katie, "Louis, He will take you to a safe place until you drown so you can win. Just put your face on this device. This device was meant to create a special mask so no one could recognize you. And indeed, a mask was created. An old man's mask. But Noel felt something strange. He said, "I think Lewis is planning to kill you alone so he can take the reward." But Katie didn't believe him. Just then, Lewis comes in and takes them both to the garage. There, Lewis tells Katie to get in one car and Noel in the other. This is where Katie realizes Lewis will betray her. She kicks him down. Suddenly, people rush in to kill him, but luckily, no one recognizes her. So, Katie takes one of Lewis's cars and leaves. But Lewis catches Noel and beats him so hard that he breaks a bone. When Katie escapes, Lewis calls her and blackmails her, promising to kill Noel. Katie asks, "What do you want now?" He says, "Come immediately to the theater in the center of town." There were only 16 minutes left until sunset. But Katie decides to save Noel, as he had saved her many times. She also takes a pistol with her. When she arrives, she finds Noel chained. Katie says, "If you don't release him, I'll kill myself. And you'll lose the reward." He says, "Easy. I'll erase your fingerprints and put mine on them," Katie says. "Great idea, but I'm live, and the whole world is watching," he says. "Okay, relax, and give me the pistol," Katie says. "Okay, but first, let Noel go." Just as she starts to kill herself, she's taken a deep breath. He says, "Stop, stop. I'm letting him go. Here, take the keys." Then he says, "Now, relax, give me the pistol." Kitty says, "I was sure you had mercy in your heart. Take the pistol." She suddenly kicks him hard. People rush in and surround Kitty before Noel can save her. Noel frees himself and fights with Lois to prevent her from killing Kitty, with only 4 minutes left until sunset. Another group enters, and Kitty finds herself in deep trouble. She runs out of the theater to find somewhere safe, but the people chase after her. Lois punches Lois hard. Then, he breaks down the theater set to prevent anyone from following her. But Lois's men form a human ladder and come after her. Lois reaches it and strangles him. He says, "Your death will be at my hands." But Kitty slips and hangs from an iron rod. Kitty uses her key to remove the pin from the grenade in Lois's pocket. She falls down, and the grenade explodes. Lois dies, and the competition ends. While she's hanging in the air, people rescue her because she's already won the prize. Johnny then arrives and presents her with the prize. The lucky girl wins the largest sum in history, $3,600,000,000. Days pass, and she opens large companies, builds shelters for children, helps the poor, and most beautifully, she marries Noel and lives a happy life with him.